Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Paul Altman from the Paul Altman Show, also known as Big Buck with the Beats. Apparently, I go by many names. Um, Today is a different type of video. Sorry for my hair; it's still a mess. I do apologize. The reason why I titled this the way it um, is because it's very something that really happened to me in real life. Something that to this day I'm still grasping with. Um, but yeah, I mean, today I decided to do this video. Although I've been thinking about recorded this video for a while now, for like a hot minute, because I'm still like processing and the full extent. Now that my mind is more processed a little bit to the point where I wanted to talk about what I wanted to talk about. So I'm gonna get back to. I'm gonna start a little bit about give you a little backstory about this title. On August 3rd, 2023, which is the last year, um, I for some of you that have been following me on my new Instagram, Paul's Music. Um, some of you that didn't know what was going on is that I went to the hospital because I was caught on fire um, in a freak accident, and I mean I'm still grasping with this. It's a little bit more hard, a little bit more difficult to talk about, but like because it all happened so fast that I can barely process what's going on. Is that I was helping my grandfather on a farm that I grew up on, and the fire. I mean, prior to it, I was already you know was already in a difficult place in my life. Losing my grandmother 2 months prior to this, so it's a little bit more tough pill to swallow. Um, Pause, by the way. Um, but you know, because my grandpa, God bless his soul, wanted to get his mind out of things and try to get on the tractor and just try to pick up limbs and stuff like that. So I went up to help my grandpa, and while out there, sorry, I'm a little bit choked up today. Uh, Trying not to cry here, but you can't, you just can't. As long as I but anyway, my grandpa, you know, me be wanting to help, trying to help my grandpa, and things. I took a gasoline, went up to, I went up to the fire pit that was made with broken limbs and stuff like that. So when I was trying to like lit it and stuff like that, and keep this in mind, this was pretty windy. The weather was pretty windy, and to be honest with you, I should be even messing with stuff like that, but I was trying to help my grandpa, and next thing you know, when I threw a bunch of gasoline on the broken limbs and stuff, um, you know, And then I guess when I couldn't get it to lit, whatever, I took a piece of paper, doused it with gasoline, and I guess fire lit it a little bit, and then I threw it. Me still being in the middle of it, try to lit it, and then poof, like it was. It only happened in a second, you know. It, it only happened in 1 second. I mean, you'll see the pictures that I'm gonna be displaying somewhere in this video. Um, but yeah, it was that, and then I guess both I was running around, and my grandpa had to get up. My poor grandpa had to get off the tractor, um, and had to put out the fire, put me out the fire. So after he pushed me to get on the ground and stop, drop, and roll, I felt like I flew rather than drop. So after that, I tumbled, and after that, my mother came around to see what was the noise, what was commotion, and she saw me. She couldn't believe her eyes, what she was seeing, and I looked up to my mom. I said, "Mama, I'm on fire. I'm on fire." And if you were to ask me, sorry, but if you were to ask me at that moment that I felt like I was dead, of course. And so, uh, because there were stairs, so it took a little bit longer. I felt like I was on my last minute breath of my life. I felt like my life was sweeping away from me at that point. And I inhaled so much smoke that if I held any more, I would have died. And after that, and after I went into the shower, try to cool off my body, try to put out the fire, put out all that smoke out of my body. And as I doing that, I was trying to get the fire out, get the flames out of my head. And then when I was doing that, I grabbed a little bit piece of hair, and I looked at my hair, and then I walked out of the shower from it. I looked in the mirror, and that's when I knew I was actually on fire. I was I was desperate to stay alive to the point where I had to drink the water out the damn out of the drain, out the water, the the faucet, out the shower faucet. I just like a dying puppy. And after that, my mom called the paramedics, fire department, um, and after the paramedics showed up and the fire department showed up, um, they had to put me in an ambulance. And as by doing that, I told my mom to call my father, to call my dad. And because I didn't know that would be the last time I ever spoke to my father. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And and while I was being transported to the hospital, I it, there's so much smoke. I inhaled so much smoke that I'd be put into the coma. They had to put me in the coma so that they could put tube in my lungs so that they can clear the pathway so that my lungs, so that my organs and my oxygen could kick in, could function properly. I don't know how long I was in a coma, maybe a couple hours or so, but when I woke up too, my dad was right there waiting for me. um, asking me, I was trying to tell my father that I love him and everything, and I knew that I was alive and that was a good thing, but I know that somewhere deep within his heart that he knew that I was hurt really bad. He knew that I was hurt really bad. And so I've been in the hospital for like a week. After that though, like a couple more weeks of me relearning how to walk, and it was really smooth, and I did everything almost about to really get back physically. I had to apply everything. I had to like stay covered up, with a hoodie or like one of those sun hats or or something of that sort. I'm sorry if my emotions is everywhere, but you can't help it. I can't help it. I'm sorry, guys. This is not seeking attention. Me trying to seek attention from my story. I just want y'all to really hear my story, so that y'all won't be alone. Someone that actually that been through that thing and the trauma that that comes along with it, and me receiving second-degree burns. Some say, "Oh, you were lucky. You were lucky." But what if I wasn't? What if I wasn't? But I could have been missing an eye, arms, but mm, but uh, but all you can do is just be there for one another. Try to do right as much as possible. Um, think it thinks a lot, but again, at first I didn't want to like. At first, I didn't really do this video, and like I said in the beginning of the video, is that it's not a seek of attention. This is more of me telling my story so that so that y'all could be inspired to overcome a lot of obstacles in life. And my advice is that don't play with fire. Don't play with fire. Don't don't be don't do what I did, but in terms of what happened with me. But I also want y'all to do not ever feel so alone. Don't ever feel alone. You know what I mean? But I mean, I could have more videos about it, unless you want to like see um the journey. When I make a little documentary about my journey to overcome, to really regain a lot. If y'all want to see like how that stuff went down, and in terms of about me recovery and wanting to live, and my determination to really overcome the odds that came with it. And so please, if you would love to see about my triumphs over tragedy, um, don't be afraid to comment. You know what I mean? To see more videos about me overcoming the obstacles and stuff like that. Yeah. And so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.